Hello and welcome back to MBA Monday. I'm Angela Guido, the founder of Career Protocol, and I am here to help you achieve your career dreams. Today, I'm talking about the one thing your resume needs to shine. I know it sounds a little bit crazy to pretend that there's only one thing that your resume needs. The truth is, there are a lot of things that you want to achieve in your resume, but the most important thing, the one sine qua non that your resume must show about you to catch the attention of decision makers is that you know how to make change happen. In fact, this is doubly true if you're applying to business school. Because think about how business school works. First of all, the MBA is a degree for leaders. Being an effective leader is pretty much all about making change happen. Number one. Number two, the MBA is a generalist degree, and anything can happen in those year or 2.5 that you're in that program, which will change what you're going to do on the other side. So the admissions committee is really looking to understand that you are already qualified to perform at the baseline level of competence of a leader, so that when you get out of business school, you'll be qualified and able to get the job that you want on the other side. And the baseline qualification for any leader is to make change happen. Just think about what most organizations that you might want to work in are trying to achieve. They're trying to increase revenue. They're trying to decrease the costs associated with generating that revenue or generating that impact. This is true even in the social sector, even in social impact, even in government work. The goal is always to achieve more good with less cost. So that means increasing efficiency, increasing productivity, reducing wasted time, increasing reach, increasing audience, increasing revenue, increasing satisfaction. Notice that anything I say here is about increase or decrease, which is by definition a change. So your resume needs to show that you understand how to make change happen in whatever context your work life has unfolded thus far. So how do you do this on your resume? Well, if you take a look at your resume right now, my guess is you're nowhere near showing the impact you've had, the results you've produced, which de facto are showing the way that you've made change happen in this world. So the first thing you need to do is take an inventory of all of your past experiences, and then you need to really start thinking about, where did you produce a result? Where did you produce an outcome? Where were things better after you did your job than they were before? Brainstorm a list, and then you're just gonna wanna build your achievements in your resume. You wanna build every bullet in every job you've ever had around those results and those achievements. You wanna look for places where you saved time, where you saved money, where you increased efficiency, where you increased income, anywhere that there was a numerical change or a numerical result that was better than expected. That's low-hanging fruit. That's the most obvious stuff. But even if it can't be measured in terms of numbers, time, or dollars, there are other ways to measure impact. Things like awards, commendations, promotions, changes to the way the organization functioned as a result of your work. Qualitative results count too, but this is your challenge. You've got to look back at your past and make an inventory of all the ways that you've made change happen, and then each bullet will show the result you produced as well as what you did, what you uniquely did to achieve that result. That's a separate challenge in and of itself. But the first step is to identify the results and where you produced change. Now, I could go on and on about resume formatting. I could go on and on about the nuances of bullets, and in fact, I have many times. But if you just work to make sure that each and every bullet is written in the past tense, shows a result that you produced and how that change in the world mattered to your organization, you will be doing better than nearly every applicant for whatever opportunity you're applying for. I don't understand why people still don't know this one key thing that your resume has to show. And by the way, AI can't do it for you, because identifying the change you've produced requires you to really drill down into the depths of your experience. Those things exist today only in your own mind. AI can't read your mind. It can't find those meaningful nuggets of change that you produced. You got to do it yourself. So get to work, start identifying all the change that you've produced so far in your career, grapple with it, struggle with it, enjoy the process of really reminding yourself of all the amazing contributions that you've already made in your career. It's going to also build your confidence when you get interview opportunities and get the chance to actually expand on and tell stories about the change that you've made happen in this world. I am wishing you all the best in your career. The world needs more positive change makers like you. I will be right here next week for MBA Monday, and I hope to see you then. If you're not subscribed, just scroll down and click that button. I'll see you later. The one thing your resume needs to make sure to show, no, I already screwed it up. I'm going to show you